Newbie 84 will be remembered as the show that Tom Brady announced he was returning to the NFL. However, I had already had this show planned. So technically, Tom Brady announced his retirement on Newbie 84 Day. So that's how it's going to be known. But what's going on, everybody? Happy Sunday, or as I like to call it, Sunday without football. Two guests joining me today. Hopefully the third makes its way. But if not, hey, we still have a fun show. The chat is going crazy. There's a lot of people that I will actually be seeing, and actually one of our panelists tonight will be seeing this weekend. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Lots to talk about. So let's start it. I'm not going to bore anybody with blah, 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 blah. Let's bring in the guys. First up, new co-host to the show, but he is none other than Mr. Ozzy. What's going on, Ozzy?
What's happening, brother? Are you good?
Not much, man. I can't complain, dude. We're getting, even though it was like minus 11 here today, like we're getting closer to sandals and shorts. That's all I care about.
And blizzard?
And blizzard. Yeah, today was a little,
yeah,
dude. I don't understand. 2-3 days ago, it was like 11 degrees, and now it's like minus 9, minus 11. Like I totally just, yeah, okay. Global warming, I guess. I don't know. It's messed up. But thanks for hopping on, man. Happy Sunday to you.
Yeah, for sure. I do like that term, co-host. It had a nice little ring.
Absolutely. Co-host Ozzy. And Ozzy, countdown is officially on because this time next week, we will probably be talking about the Fan Expo.
There's 2 countdowns.
Yeah. Oh, 2 countdowns?
Yeah, man. The week after.
Ooh, that's right. Yes. 2 countdowns.
Yeah, 2 countdowns.
I just don't want to get too excited, man, because then I start like yelling and I start, talking with my hands, even though I'm not Italian, and then it just gets a little crazy. All right, let's bring in our second co-host of the night, but it is none other than Mr. Well, I guess he's 1/5 of the Comic Kingpin, so 20% of the Comic Kingpins in the house. What's going on, Face?
What's going on, guys?
Not much, man. So happy Sunday.
You apparently forgetting about Moon Knight.
Moon Knight. Oh yeah, Moon Knight. Yeah. Well, we're talking about a show. We're talking about like our fan expo. We're not actually talking about a show, but yeah, dude. Moon Knight. We had that trailer. Morbius. A lot of people forgetting Morbius comes out in April too, right? I think.
Does anyone care?
April 1st, I think it is. I could be wrong.
Maybe it's an April Fool's joke.
Dude, it wouldn't surprise me, man. I'm just joking. It's delayed. I'd be like,
just kidding. Not really coming out. We got 7 more months.
It's so funny to me to see that, like where that book is. ASM 101, just like the fucking roller coaster that book's been on, and like the true fans of Morbius, I guess, just kind of defend that book and like the movie throughout this whole time. It's kind of been a little comical to me. I'm not gonna lie. Just because I've met so many people that are like, man, fucking Morbius is the future, and then there's people that are like, man, Morbius sucks, dude. Like, who cares, right? So it's like you got.
It's a cool enough character that can lead to some pretty decent storylines, but the attachment to the MCU is the problem because it sits in Sony's Spider-Verse. That, I mean, let's face it, outside of the stuff that Tom Holland has done with the MCU, really hasn't been that great. So.
Well, I actually heard somebody today say to me, hey, I watched Venom 2 on your recommendation, and I literally stopped them. I don't think they made that third syllable in recommendation before I said, I never said to watch Venom 2. I said I watched it, and it was horrible, period. That's it. I would never recommend seeing Venom 2. They're like, oh, I thought you did. Okay, well, anyway, I watched it, and it was terrible. And I was like, okay. We can continue. So, yeah, I don't know. It's Sony. We'll see. We're obviously all going to go see it.
In chat real quick, just Hard Knocks actually just made a comment that kind of makes some sense too. He said about the delays in the reshoots were Kevin Feige. That actually does kind of make some sense if he's trying to make it mesh up a little bit better.
Yeah, I think he's trying to make it fit within everything else. Like, I mean, I don't think it's 100% a Sony thing.
There could be some,
we'll see what happens when it comes out.
Yeah, but you know how we had like Venom show up in the end of Spider-Man? I could totally maybe see something, but again, guys, Vulture is in Morbius, which means the crossover is already there, right? Yeah. And a lot of people aren't really
to a certain extent
too much into that, so we'll see. But anyway, lots to talk about today. We got a lot of good stuff. Unfortunately, there was a passing that we will talk about. So yeah, that sucks. It's never good to talk about negative stuff, but I mean, It's part of life. We got to talk about it. We got to show some respect. Before we get the show started, I just want to go say hello to the chat real quickly because there's a lot of people that me, Ozzy, Mr. Comic Dude. I don't want to say a name that I'm not sure is going to be there yet, but I know us three are going to be there, and we can't wait to meet a lot of people. But what's going on, Mr. Dan Della Torre, taking the gold medal? What's going on, sir? How you doing? Sam Rock, I hope he's at the show. What's going on, Sam? Uncanny Swag taking the bronze. What's going on? Michael Baker. What's going on? Copper. Scott. I'm just here so I won't get fined. Hey, maybe Marshawn Lynch will come out of retirement. Who knows? I think he's already done that, and it didn't go well. I'll take Clay. What's going on, Bleeker? How's it going, brother? Hernani, what's happening, brother? Let's see who else is in here. The Comic Criminal. Yes. R.I.P. William Hurt, a.k.a. General Ross since 2008. Great actor. Yeah, unfortunately, he passed away. So, show some respect. AOA's in the house. What's going on? After 6 weeks, Brady had to get away from Giselle and the kids. Bet they're divorced in 6 months. I don't think so, man. I don't think so. Wow. Goat is back. Tom took one look at the kids, and I'm going back. Oh, my gosh. You guys are terrible. Family's everything, people. What's up, Tim? How's it going, man? Honestly, that's got to be what happened. Realized, fuck this shit. I'm out of here. I left the house and back on the field. Oh, Hard Knocks, what's happening, man? Rock steady. Yes. 1 week till the con. Brother, you let me know when you land so I know that you're there, man. We're going Saturday. So Saturday will be the big day. So, yeah, it's going to be a fun time, man.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah. Wesley's in here, one half of the Future Spec show. Wesley, you better be at the show. Yes, I'm calling you out, man. You better. I need to take a picture. Future Specs.
We're gonna need a group photo for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Just Cruz is in the house. What's going on, man? You guys all set for next week? I know I am, dude. I think I already picked out my outfit, so I think I'm.
Wow, really?
Are you going as Sailor Moon?
Oh, you're dressing up.
It's a little colder. It's a little cold to be dressing up like Sailor Moon, man. She's got too much skin.
Oh, you can rock it.
No, dude. I think it's gonna be cold, man. We still have that one last storm that has to come before it actually gets nice out. It's always like that here. Always.
Yeah, it shit keeps teasing us down here. It was like fucking 70 degrees last week one day, and the next day it was fucking snowing.
Yeah, it's Tim. I'll be at that con this Saturday, but I might not get in because I don't have a ticket yet. I've got a plan to get in through if tickets are sold out.
Oh.
Yo, carry a ladder.
Tickets are sold out? Oh,
carry a ladder. They'll let you in anywhere if you're carrying a ladder because they think you work there. So just carry a ladder. You're good.
That's true.
Just carry a box of comic books. I think you're like one of those.
Just be like, yo, my dad's in there. He's got my collection. So, but yeah, there's a lot of people. You guys already know what the deal is. You guys show up. I give you guys a shout out. What's going on? Uncanny X Dan. Dab Comics is in the house. Man, so many people. Philly Born, one of my day oneers. What's going on, brother? How you doing, man? So yeah, Bernard's in the house. So yeah, let's get it going. North 49, Mr. Jamie, Scott Van, Manny, what's happening? Mr. Steven S, welcome back. Biggest Cap fan. Welcome back.
Here we go.
Biggest Cap fan, Newbie. Oh man, please don't. Please don't.
Use Team Cap all day.
Oh, fuck that, man. Yeah, we're definitely gonna get a group picture for sure. You know what?
Newbie dressed up as Captain America. I need to see that.
No, I will never dress up like Captain America. If it's beautiful next week, you can definitely
sandals.
I will be in sandals and shorts because sandals and jeans just look weird. So we'll see. What's going on? Pickups with blue green artifacts. What's happening, man? All right. You're packing your flip-flops to change into and yeah, the tickets are not sold out yet, guys. So if you haven't, you're near the area, make sure you guys go check it out. I do want to tell everybody that I think it was this Tuesday, they were on sale for like $30. I think they're back to like 45. So you missed out on saving a few bucks. But anyway, let's get the show going. This is Newbieverse 84. We're getting close to that 100 show. Very close. Face, do you remember the first time we said, you know what, let's go ahead and do this. Let's do this.
I do. I remember it.
Yeah. Now look, man, we got, people listening, and we got Ozzy in the house, and it's crazy. It's
masochists.
Crazy time. All right, well, you guys know what it is. New comic book day, comic news, and a little bit of comic spec. The comic spec this week, it's a little out there. It's a little different for me. But I just kind of had and maybe I'm saying this word because I watched Bad Boys 2, but I had like an epiphany. And I don't even know if I know what that word means.
Probably not
100% actually. But like I just had this like vision of like what the spec related books could be, because the books that I've picked are based on news that came out this week. So we'll see if it adds up. We'll see if you guys agree. Again, it's out there, but that's what spec is. It's fun.
For sure.
So yeah, let's get the show going, guys. As always, I gotta ask you guys, we just came off a pretty heavy week, a pretty big week. Big week, small week, light week. Where are your wallets this week?
Face, you can go first.
Shit, I don't even know, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I don't even remember what else coming out. This is gonna be a surprise to me.
Ozzy, what do you think?
It's pretty light for me this week, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
There's only a couple books that I'm after. One of them is probably going to be pretty expensive. I don't know if we might talk about it, just because of the components of it.
Okay.
It's not just a comic book. There's something else involved with it.
Oh, I think I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, so I'm going to try and grab that, and it's pretty hard to get. But I think it's going to be pretty light.
All right, well, let's get it started, because I want to see if I'm actually correct on what you're saying.
Okay.
Mr. Vancouver Comic Junkies in the house. What's going on, Chris? How are you, man?
Long time no see.
I want to say that I first chirped Newbie on episode 34, so it's an anniversary of sorts.
Sounds about right.
Tim, how do you remember that? Jesus. All right.
He's keeping notes. He's keeping notes.
Oh my God. He probably has like you know what? He probably writes down my Dynamite picks of the week, and he gives me like a check mark or an X. Like I guararee you, that's he
don't got a lot of check marks.
I think he's writing down the characters that you create.
That too,
right?
Face,
somebody should keep track of that shit.
Face, I think you're actually pretty right. I don't think there's too many check marks on that list. So, all right, guys. Well, let's get into it. Newbie verse 84, and you know what? I could use a light week this week, just simply because of last week. FOC this week that just passed was a little, or it's until tomorrow, but like, it had a few books, right? So yeah, I could use the light week, especially, with this show coming up. So I'm thankful for it, but yeah, let's get it going. First up, we got to give some love to Mr. Big B Comics, 3 stores, 1 in Niagara, 1 in Hamilton, and 1 in Barrie. Well, me and Ozzy have been to. Well, I've been to all of them. Ozzy's been to 2 out of 3, I think, or just 1.
No, just the one in Barrie. Yeah.
We're gonna change that. You're gonna go to all 3. But Big B Comics, you never know what they have. Make sure you guys go check out their website, Instagram, and Facebook, because they do have a lot of goodies there. And next up, comic book pressing, Bleeker St Comics. You guys saw all my 9/8s that I got back. That's the guy who pressed them. So make sure if you guys are in the area, hit them up. Get your books pressed and clean. Also, if you're around the Southern Ontario area on Sundays, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Turner Crest, he is there. He's got his booth. He's got his books. Make sure you guys go check out Bleeker St Comics. All right. Ozzy, I think this is the first book. This is it, right? Okay. Yeah. So we got What's the Furthest Place from Here? And we finally get the record. Now, let the record show. See what I did there? Wow, I thought Face was going to laugh for sure on that one. So this one's got a record just like issue 1.
At the in-shop date.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Wasn't the issue number 1 also have a record, but then something happened, so then they moved?
It got delayed.
This one, yeah, okay.
No. They actually did come out with it. I have it.
They did come out with it.
They did. Yeah, actually, it was gifted to me by a good friend, Dracula. Actual Dracula. He gave it to me as a present. It was delayed. So, but it did come out, and I think it was very stores are supposed to get a whole bunch of them, but I think they only got a couple. So,
this is available in shops January 5th. I'm pretty sure that's not accurate.
That
No,
is
no, no, no,
weird.
no.
There's
There's a
gap. Yeah, like
there's a new one for the the issue that's coming out. I think it's a different color. I don't know.
I thought the one that came out at the beginning, that's when January 5th
Oh,
one was
okay. I
supposed to.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
no,
this is the one that
they're
was on
saying regular
preview.
one.
There's
So this
another there's another one coming out.
Okay, this is
Yeah.
strictly from preview. So this
Okay.
is a preview's mistake. Yours truly did not mess this up. But yeah. Okay, so Ozzy,
Yeah.
you have it. What is the color of the record?
Yellow.
and book? Yellow.
One I have is yellow for the first issue. The next one coming out, I think, is purple or blue.
So it's not this one.
No, I don't think so. No,
No,
So-
this says issue 2 on it at the bottom.
Yeah.
this is issue 5 coming out. I think.
Yeah, but
Huh.
I think what it is this is the record edition is finally coming out for issue 2, and I believe that's why it has an in shop date of January 5th, because issue
That's
2
weird.
is probably in shops January 5th.
So I'm just looking up issue 5. It's purple.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
okay.
this is issue 2. This is
I don't
That's
know if you
weird.
can, I don't know if you can see it, but it's purple. Yeah.
Okay, a little bit. So Ozzy, did you go heavy on it? Are you collecting all of them? Or are you just
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love the series. This series is awesome. Yeah, I think it's. I don't know. I'm pretty hooked right from the start. It's like a hit or miss with some people, but
Yeah.
I really like the series. So
Well, I think the buzz too was issue 1 had a lot of buzz because it was optioned, right? We love hearing that word option when books come out, but obviously the property got optioned, which I mean, I guess it's 50-50 because there's a lot of things that get optioned and never,
right.
transpired anything. But
Yeah.
Face, picking this one up. Are you the records guy? Are you just getting cover A? What are you doing here?
Well, I know we have ordered the records for at least the first issue. Maybe the first couple issues. I'm not sure what exactly she ordered. Knowing her, probably the first couple. But yeah, it's been a good series. I think probably through the first arc I'll stay on the records, and then after that I'll kind of drop off, because I think originally this was intended to be a mini series, and then it got expanded on to become an ongoing.
I think so. Yeah.
Extended mini series or something.
What changed?
and
Do you think because they got option, they maybe changed, switch gears kind of thing, or what?
Well, I think just because maybe the reception,
Okay.
people are liking it. It's selling pretty well, so they want to keep it going. It does look like they're continuing the records.
Okay.
on
Good.
The later issues too, which is cool. I'm just not spending $15, every issue after the first arc.
Well, I'm not spending $19.75 because that's what I think it, the currency.
They're going for a lot
Right,
more than
right.
that here.
Yeah. So, are they? What do they go
Yeah.
for?
I think the last one was $100.
In the secondary market,
know
you gotta pay.
No, that was from the shop.
What?
Wow.
What?
That might have been
Don't stop there.
I know that might have been because it was the issues with manufacturing that was the first one. So
Oh shit, we got that for like $15.
Damn, man.
there you go.
That's I don't know,
Wow.
man. The more I talk about, the more I think about when people miss out on stuff. I'm like, you had 7 days to FOC it. Like, I don't know, and I'm guilty of it too. I sometimes miss things or whatever, but like, everyone just has the same 7 days. So I don't know. Maybe I might have to do my research on like the next couple because it's kind of cool. But just having the record, I think is kind of cool. I think we all love music, and records are fucking dope as hell. Never got into collecting records. My father-in-law collects records,
Okay.
and we kind of go back and forth. Like he tells me about like records, I tell him about like comics, and we're just both like, okay, So, all right, next book, Comic Dude. If you're in the house, I have no idea. I have no idea who this Ranger is. Zero. This was way before or way after my time of watching the show. But that negative.
One of the
I'm
Red
not gonna call
Rangers,
this-
I think.
What is it? Sorry.
I said it. I think it's one of the Red Rangers.
But okay, because I
guessing.
didn't know. Like obviously because they got the red, but like the black and the all that's going on. I'm like, I've never seen this, so I don't know. But like we got another one of those like negative, because people do consider this a negative, even though it's not. But the White Ranger. That one came out like 2 weeks ago. It was pretty successful. I think it was selling for about like $15. I don't know where this one's gonna go. I didn't pick this up, but again, just another one of those negative space ones that kind of look cool. Ozzy, are you on the train? Are you not? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm not. Never got into the Power Rangers. Unfortunately, that was past my time. Like I I was doing different things while Power Rangers were in vogue. Yeah, I can appreciate it. I love the negative space kind of S covers, like GTC's covers. I love. So,
It's Omega Red, by the way.
Really?
I don't know if that's the name.
Can you do that?
Very original. Very original.
Are you allowed to do that?
I don't know. Dude, is that what the guy's name is? Is because my knowledge
no,
of
that
Power
is not his
Rangers.
name. I'm pretty sure
Okay.
that's copyrighted.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Might be a Red Omega Ranger or some shit. Yeah, the Omega Red Ranger. There we go.
It's the Omega Red Ranger. Got it.
Yeah, you got to add that Ranger so we don't violate any copyright laws.
It's like,
Gotcha. I was gonna say. I think that's a few issues. Face. What are your thoughts here, man?
Okay, so real quick, dude's gonna be proud of me for this, but yeah, I mean, I've been on Power Rangers and Mighty Morphin since a little bit before the relaunch. The stories got really good, and I've been enjoying the run and everything like that. The FOC covers that they've done throughout have been pretty dope, to include these negative space covers. So yeah, I'm still on it for sure. But they just switched up creative teams here recently.
Okay.
And man, the new art is definitely lacking compared to the art in the last several arcs. So it's not as good. And that's my personal opinion, but I will see if the story still carries on. I mean, I can get through the art, I guess, if the story's good enough, but we'll see. So I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be staying on it, but we'll see.
For me, has always been easy. The only one I picked up, and the only Power Rangers book that I picked up in the last year and a half, I think, was 2 weeks ago when that negative White Ranger the negative space White Ranger book came out. That was it. I just thought it was cool. I can relate to that because that's when I started watching it when I came to Canada. And other than that, but I mean, I flipped it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So
you love the Power Rangers.
Oh yeah, of course. All right. Just because we don't have enough Superman stuff and enough Superman or Batman in dollar bins, and because we don't have enough Batman and Superman, stories going on right now, let's add one more. So we got Batman, Superman, World's Finest, #1. I'm shocked these two characters would meet for another one. I'm totally passing it, but you guys know we do love to show some love for these #1s because you never know what could be in it. It's DC, so odds are maybe there's a first appearance because that's what they do every other week, it seems. But what are your thoughts? I'm passing it unless Face can convince me that, there's a Batman level character in this, which then I'll have to run to a store.
No, Face is not going to do that at all. Yeah, if anything, man, bro. All right, normally I would be the first one to pick this up because it's a new series. I like Batman. Superman's okay, I guess. So I would read this, and check it out and everything. But I'm actually going to pass on this. The whole reason being is because, first of all, they've done several of the Batman Superman series, and all of them have started off fairly relevant. I think the first time that they did it within the first 8 issues or something like that, we got the return of Kara Zor-El, Supergirl. So, that was pretty big at the time. Whenever they did the last launch, they had the infected storyline with the Batman Who Laughs that led into a big event. But that's actually the problem with this one. We already know that there's a big event coming this summer, the Dark Crisis, where they're killing off the Justice League. So what kind of longevity does this series have? I mean, if they're killing off Batman and Superman, I would imagine this series is going to have to end right along with it.
I mean, I'm kind of with
if
Tim.
Only one of them survives. One of them has to die, right?
He dies.
Superman sucks, except when he died. Just saying.
Yeah, I mean, that might be one of the smartest things.
That should be like a T-shirt, I think. I would buy that T-shirt. I'm just saying. All right. Well, let's move into something that I think maybe a few people will buy, but we got a Black Adam cover. I don't know if there's anything inside the guts that is going to pop. I just thought, you know what? This is a Black Adam. Black Adam.
Hold up.
Not that.
Hold up.
What?
Did you have the picture there while you were typing the description and all that shit here? Did you have the picture available?
Which picture? This one?
Of the comic, yeah.
Yeah.
The one where it spells his name completely different than you have it spelled.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we got a new Newbieverse character, right?
Yeah. You know,
Black Adam.
What? Yeah. I don't even know. I mean,
listen, I just realized that. I just realized that now. I just
Close.
realized that.
yeah, I'm impressed on that one.
You know, sometimes I just don't care for things. I'm just like, all right, I'm just gonna type whatever. But
Right?
I was
That was
confused. I'm
actually
like, what are you
impressive.
talking about? What are you talking about?
That's
okay,
funny.
yeah. No, that's my mistake. Wow.
I
something was
can't
up.
even get on you for mispronouncing it.
Yeah, no. Good thing I didn't say Black Atom. But that's good. No, Black Adam. Jesus. You know what? I've done so well, man. I've really went. I think I went. This is the longest I've gone since introducing a new character in the Newbieverse, and I think I was doing so
Right.
good, like so good, and now I got to restart that. So, yeah. Oof.
Days without an accident in the workplace, 0.
God damn.
At 0.
Oh, well, listen, anyway, the show has got to continue. So, like I was saying, we got a sweet Black Adam cover right here. You know, a lot of the Black Adam stuff is super expensive, so you never know. I mean, we do live in this crazy hobby / time where, you know, if a character does pop, I mean, some of the covers just seem to pop too, but I don't know. You don't really see too many of the Black Adam stuff. I don't know where this could end up, or, you know, again, what's in the guts. I just thought, you know what, this is a cool Black Adam cover. I'm going to put it on. Maybe some people are picking it up thinking the same way. I grabbed a copy. I have one pulled just because it's Black Adam, and I don't have anything Black Adam in my PC. So I thought, you know what? Why not?
For me, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not on anything DC or Black Adam related. Unfortunately, it's just not. It's definitely not on the radar, even if it's a cover appearance.
Oh, man.
Yeah, sorry.
Face, where are you with Black Atom?
Black Atom.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna stick with the Justice League run, you know, through the end of it here, with the death of the Justice League coming up and leading into the Dark Crisis stuff.
So that's coming in the summer.
Yeah, it's coming towards the summer, I believe. Honestly, for the Justice League issue, they I forget maybe how long ago it was, like 6 months, maybe even a fucking year ago. I don't remember when they started doing it, but they started after they canceled the Justice League Dark series. They started doing like a combined issue where they run a Justice League story and they had a backup story with Justice League Dark.
Okay.
And the backup stories were actually, for the longest time, the Justice League Dark backup story was better than the main story. They've actually kind of crossed over both stories, so it hasn't been a bad read lately, to be honest. So.
No news yet.
Not a good jumping on point, though.
Yeah, no news yet. Obviously, we just had that little, you know, trailer that they did at that the DC Phantom thing. Obviously, but I mean, you have to think that there is going to be a trailer at some point. It's going to be interesting. I think it's going to do very well. So, you know, I don't know. You guys have heard me talk about Black Adam a lot, saying that I think it's going to really change DC and how they're viewed, just simply because of the star power, just because whatever Dwayne Johnson touches, that it's good. I mean, he's the number one actor in Hollywood. So, you know.
Do you think that they do, like, I mean, I know Marvel kind of does this intentionally, where they start presenting characters to you to get you prepared for what's coming up and say a movie or a TV show?
Yes.
Like in terms of like covers and stuff like that, so that we can be
Yes.
like, oh, okay, I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I think so.
It feels like they test the waters.
Yeah.
Lux, what's going on, man? How you doing, brother? Let's see here. Black Adam. Black Atom rules, although he's not known as Shazam.
Shazam.
All right, let's move on. And Face, I'm gonna need your help here. But we got Catwoman here. My God, she looks good. This is one of those, and I mess up her name all the time, but it is that the one that she did the same one with the diamonds that like heated up, like I think it was like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. So Lucy. Okay, there we go.
It's Susan Micah, but I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Susan Micah, yeah.
Yeah, she
Susan Micah.
is the one. This is the one.
So
She's
she
doing
did this cover,
for-
yeah.
Yeah. So I put it on there simply because she did it and her covers have been going crazy. Also, the fact that this is going to be a very hard 9.8 to get. Look at all that black. Man,
Yeah.
I would not mind buying this one. 100%, I would buy it. I missed out on FLC because I didn't really pay attention to the variants and stuff. But this one, if it's there on Tuesday, I will probably grab one.
If I can, if it's a hot book, then more than likely, to be honest with you, some of the LCSs will upcharge because they upcharge for the first time that she had one of her covers. I just hope they don't overplay her as an artist,
Right?
Because they tend to do that with some of them. So she's great, like some fantastic work, but.
I think she'll get a run on, you know, the Catwoman covers. I'm not sure how long they'll give her. I think Prison did what, 6 issues, maybe 12 or so. Okay. So, and then after that, we'll see where she shows up next. But yeah, she kills it on these covers, man.
Right? Sure. Yeah.
Dude, this I think. I mean, with that black. All covered, like look at all the black on there. Obviously, man, that is going to be a tough 9.8. If there's a 9.9 ever of this book, I will be shocked.
Right.
All right, let's move on to some Marvel stuff, and we got some number ones. So we got Reckoning War, Fantastic Four. I'm going to be honest, I don't like this cover at all. I don't like that negative white space there. It's just not appealing to me. We got Carnage. Carnage has got about like, I think maybe like 6 to 8 covers that are coming out. There's some good ones. There's some and then we got Eternals, obviously. What are your thoughts on any of these? And are you gentlemen picking any of these up?
I'm gonna grab a couple of the Carnage, I think, just because I'm a fan. I know you're not, but just to have just to cover the bases. The Reckoning War, I don't know. I'm gonna see what that covers. Terrible. In my opinion, but
there's a Peach Momoko one, I think, too.
Is there?
Yeah,
but if there's a sweeter Galactus one, then I'll definitely grab that. But Eternals, no. I just
Uni X has been on Reckoning War. This run, he says, is really good. I haven't had a chance to read it, but he says it's really good. He's always promoting it and putting some information out there from it. So yeah, I'm interested to see where it goes. But yeah. Just from the eyeball test, this cover to me sucks, but hey, it is what it is. What about Eternals, Ozzy? You're not touching Eternals?
No, it's not into that.
Okay. Actually. Face, what are your thoughts, man? Picking any of these up?
Yeah, man. UniX knows some shit, bro. Reckoning War has been pretty good so far, so and it seems like it might be something one of those kind of small events that sort of actually ends up mattering. So, we'll see how it plays out in the end, but yeah, it's been a good read. And it's still at the beginning of the event. So if you want to check it out, you can jump on it potentially. You haven't missed much. I think there's only 1 or 2 issues that you got to grab. Carnage, I'm picking it up. Of course, I'm a huge Carnage fan, so of course I'm picking it up. I'm not picking up all 6,000 covers for sure.
No,
it's smart. That's smart.
Yeah,
that's
I'll
really
probably limit it to like 1 or 2 of my favorites, in the A.
Now, before you go on to the Eternals and tell us something, this is probably going to be the one that a lot of people go after, right? This is obviously, the first appearance of his uncle, Thanos' uncle. But this is probably going to be the one that a lot of people are going after, correct?
Well, I personally would go after this cover, yeah, for sure. I like this one a lot better. As far as the first appearance, I'm not sure if this is. I don't know if this is the same Uranos that they've used before or not. He doesn't obviously look anything like the character if it is the same version. But yeah, I mean, so I'm not sure if it's him. But yeah, I'm gonna pick up Eternals. It was getting really interesting there for a while. It's kind of slowed down a little bit, but I'm hoping it'll pick back up. So
I'm surprised you said this was the cover. I like the other cover more, I think. I don't know why.
I mean, it's kind of, it just has that badass look with this dude standing on Thanos' chest, man.
Yeah. Specsman is saying, shout out to Specsman. His first appearance is in a 70s Captain Marvel book. All right, so this is more of an origin story, he's saying. So
Okay.
I have no idea, because Captain Marvel is not my forte. So all right, let's get into the Dynamite pick of the week. And before we do that, is there any books you two gentlemen would like to recommend to the chat or to the people?
Yeah, I bet it has probably. I think. Do you have any offhand? Because I actually, other than what we've hit on the slides, I do not remember what was coming out this week.
No, I think, dude, honestly, I think it was a slow week this week.
Yeah, very slow week. I was focusing on stuff from last week and I'm focusing stuff in the next couple of weeks coming up. But this is, not to be boring, but it's just kind of like,
and that's good. And that's okay. You don't have to force yourself to buy shit. That's what I always say.
Yeah.
Right. Like, there's always next week. So
I'm just only buying what I like. So,
All right. Well, with that, and because, Faces got nothing, we're going to move into Dynamite pick of the week. Guys, don't hate. We just try to show love. If this is the first time in the Newbieverse or hanging out, watching us on the Rewind, we just try to show some love to Dynamite. There's like 1,674 and 3/4 covers that come out. So we just try to touch one.
I'm going to get that 3/4 one. I'm on
it's
that
a
one.
ratio. It's a ratio.
It's a ratio.
But we try to just show some love. I just pick one that I like just based on the cover. No particular reason why I pick it. It's just something that my eyes are drawn to. So this week we got NYX number 5, cover K. Make sure you cover K. Let your shop know it's cover K. It's kind of a cool cover. Tim probably hates it, so that's good. I don't know if Tim is in here, but if he is, he'll probably tell me it's an X. Is there a new Ludocrats issue? No, there is. That's what makes the current, the fact that you have number 1, if you have number 1, more rare, is the fact that they probably will never do Ludocrats ever again. So it could possibly be up there as like a mega not so well liked key in like 50 years. So
50
just think about it. Just think about it.
Oh, it's a good thing I probably won't be around then.
Oh, Ozzy, don't say that.
Well, we just said the life expectancy is.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. But yeah, this is the Dynamite pick of the week. Nothing to see here, folks. Just, blonde girl with some nice legs. All right, comic news before we get started, because obviously I did this well before knowing the news, but obviously in the short hours that had just passed, and Ozzy actually just found out because he was so busy and he was on like another show, but William Hurt, sorry, Mr. Ross, General Ross, he passed away. So that sucks. Positivity sent his way. I mean, didn't know him, but always want to send positive vibes to people. So yeah, that sucks. Who knows where they go from here? Obviously, people are saying Thunderbolts, this and that, but I mean, I don't think it's the time. I don't want to spend too much time on that. I've had people message me, be like, dude, what do you think about the book? A man just lost his life. So just, some respect. He was a cool character. I enjoyed him in the Hulk stuff and obviously with the Iron Man, interaction. So that was kind of cool. I did think that we were going to see him, kind of heat up, in the next little bit with possibly, Red Hulk and the Thunderbolts. But hey, who knows where that'll go. But show some love, show some respect. And it's pretty much all I'm going to say. Gentlemen, you guys have anything to say on the subject?
I kind of there are many movies that he had been in, and I kind of grew up watching him in a bunch of different things. I was a huge fan. I was, I just found out when I jumped backstage with you guys. So, it's just sad when something like this happens. And, we did mention his age, and it is definitely a little too young. So, thoughts go to the family, and that's all I can say.
Yeah, for sure. He was a great actor. Definitely loved him portraying Thunderbolt Ross. And, obviously I think everybody was hoping that we'd eventually get to see him pull off the Red Hulk down the road somewhere. But he'll be missed in the MCU, of course.
I'm sure they'll do something for the character, moving forward. But yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into it. Comic news, boys and girls. First up, well, we got Star Wars news in the Newbieverse. What the hell's going on here? But Star Wars boss won't rule out an Obi-Wan Kenobi season 2 already. We haven't even seen season 1. We just saw a trailer. And let me tell you, the trailer made sure everybody was talking about Star Wars because that's all anybody was talking about on Wednesday was Star Wars. It was insane. I had people be like, Noob, did you see that? Which I replied to, what is this? And they said, it's Star Wars. And I was like, what is this? Just simply because obviously Star Wars isn't my forte, right? But I think that's a big deal. The fact that they're already saying season 2. I mean, I get it's Star Wars, so like the possibilities are just like endless with it, and that they could build on it. But the fact that we just got the trailer and now they're like, oh, you know what? It's season 2. What are your thoughts? I mean, you guys are more Star Wars people than me. Do you care?
100% I care. Yeah. I think there's probably a few different reasons why they would say season 2. I'm sure they're looking at the content that they want to put out there for the first season, and I think they're like, we can't really tell the story we want to tell in one season. They're pretty truncated. Like they're not like a regular TV series. They're pretty like how many? There's like 6 or 7 roughly. Somebody correct me, but I think it's very short. So I think there's a big story to tell, especially if they bring back Hayden. That sort of what's going on there. So I'm not surprised, but I am so looking forward to this. Like it's.
You think the trailer gave out too much? Because what I had heard was there was a lot of book and people are like, oh, this one and this one and this one and this one. So like, did they show too much? Like again, me not knowing much about Star Wars, I don't know, but like, did they show too much? Do you think, in your opinion, as Star Wars people?
I don't think they're showing anything that I mean, I think the whole backstory is going to be, Hayden's involvement, Darth Vader. Like, I mean, to show the Grand Inquisitors, like, I mean, that's just going to be part of it, but I don't think it's going to be the main focus at all.
I wish I knew what you were saying, but
okay,
it sounds like it makes sense. So
okay.
Pace, what are your thoughts, man?
I mean, I'm not surprised. The reception, first of all, the hype surrounding it before there was even a trailer. People were already excited about it and everything like that. So, once the trailer hit and they saw that people were still digging it, still wanting to see it and everything like that, yeah, I'm not surprised that they're already kicking around talk of season 2. They've got plenty of time. He was basically sitting on Tatooine, as far as anybody knows, potentially doing fucking nothing until
watching Luke.
So there's a lot of storytelling potential in between there, because there, in fairness, if you know anything about Star Wars, there's a whole lot of fucking shit that happened on this dust ball planet called Tatooine.
Oh yeah,
for Luke to think that it was so boring. So I mean, I guess there has to be a reason, and now we're gonna find out why Luke thought it was so boring. Because
there's the line from, like, I mean, one of my favorite movies of all time. Like, Vader's like, I have not felt this presence since, and he left that question since the 70s. So we're gonna get the answer to that, right? Yep. So
I can't wait, man. I can't wait. I can't wait.
Yeah, right.
Inquisitors. Don't worry, Newbie. I'll hold your hand in the theater, and we can watch it together. And you'll feel, or not theater. We can watch it together on TV, and you'll be fun.
Inquisitors will be secondary. I want Darth Maul with robot legs. I wish I knew what any of this meant. Man.
Well, he's cut in half. They cut him in half.
Oh, right. Actually, no. Yeah. I know who that is, because that's the only Star Wars movie I've seen. That was the first Star Wars movie I saw. Was Episode 1, right? The green or the red and black guy with the spikes and stuff.
Yep. That's one.
That's the most.
Newbie, what's his name?
Darth Maul.
There we go.
All right. I didn't fuck it up, did I? Okay.
No. I was hoping we were gonna get another character, like 2 in one episode.
Like maybe like Darth Maul, like I'm going to the mall. Yeah, no, not this time. All right, guys. Well, if you were a fan of musicals and you're a fan of Marvel, then get ready, because we've already seen a musical in Hawkeye, and it looks like we're getting another musical in Ant-Man. This one, not necessarily news, like Newbie, come on, man. What, they do a video, they do a montage. No. The fact that I'm bringing this up in news is the fact that do not be surprised if we start seeing and hearing more about Ant-Man. So what does that mean? Well, this sort of news to me rings certain bells. Like, hey, whatever spec you basically had or books that you were looking for, say relating Ant-Man and moving forward with the character, you better go get it now, right? Like, that's kind of what it is. Also, get your Kang stuff ready because we know Kang's going to be there. So those are kind of the bells that kind of went off when I saw this kind of news. I always do, just simply because if they got this, there's going to be more things that are going to be leaking out, and you don't want to, be left behind or, paying hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars for stuff. So that's why it's on the news. I always put these, behind the scenes stuff when they get leaked, because like I said, more stuff gets leaked out as the days come and you don't want to miss out. So it's kind of almost like a reminder. Ozzy, what are your thoughts on the Ant-Man stuff?
Ooh, yeah, I'm looking forward to this movie. I was never a big Ant-Man fan, I guess. But as I did my research behind it, it just connects, I would say, connective tissue to everything else. So yeah, we're going to get more Kang, hopefully, the High Evolutionary kind of tie in, and then maybe that'll lead into Guardians somehow. Yeah. It's big, right? I think as big as Doctor Strange is going to be, I think this is going to be not equally as big, but it's going to have a lot of stuff there for us to hunt down.
Yep. Face.
Well, Marvel's a fan of the musical montage lately. We got it in Hawkeye. They gave us one in Eternals.
I was gonna say, yeah, we got one in Eternals too, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, I guess.
That's a bit of levity, I guess.
Yeah. And Ant-Man and Wasp is gonna be a more humorous toned movie. So.
Well, Paul Rudd himself is he's a pretty he's in terms of that slapstick, and he's the way he delivers his lines. He's a funny guy. So.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, it makes sense for the movie, I guess.
Yeah.
Rocksteady is 100%. This is one of the books that I was actually thinking about when I, said, this is a kind of a reminder, bells go off in my head, is the fact that, Ghost, the actress, and the character are rumored to also be playing it, right? And she's supposed to be in it. Now, is she going to be the villain or, a hero or team up with them? Who knows? But think about the stuff that Ghost can do when it comes into consideration to, maybe fighting someone like Kang. It kind of could be there, but Iron Man 219, it's an all-white cover. It is a dope cover. I had a 9.6. I think I paid like $80 for it like 2 years ago. That book is still sleeping. A lot of people aren't talking about it simply because it's an Iron Man cover, and Iron Man doesn't really have a lot of keys. But it is Iron Man 219, and people sleep on that. So not saying to go buy it and make sure that the book's on top 10 list, but it is one of those books that I would keep a close eye on, just simply because even if it's for a quick flip, we know how the song and dance goes, the character's announced and the book goes up. So
didn't they say that Yellow Jacket was coming back in this movie too?
Yeah, this movie,
they're gonna have Kang, Yellow Jacket, and Ghost.
Yeah, this movie's got a lot of the possible rumors, but however, with the multiverse stuff, right? Because a lot of people were saying that Yellow Jacket kind of just went into that quantum realm, like he didn't really get destroyed, right? So
right,
that's I think you're going to get the same amount of maybe like rumors as we did in Spider-Man and Doctor Strange with the multiverse, but I think that's just going to be an ongoing thing with every movie, just simply because the multiverse is real and it's in every universe. So I think it's possible. It could be also like a flashback too, right? So all right, guys, let's shift gears here, and this is terrible news, man. Oh, fucking Christ. AOA with the $5 super chat. When Captain America throws his mighty shield, all those who choose to oppose this shield must yield, especially Iron Man.
Do you want you to sing that?
That's
I'm
awesome.
not
I
singing.
think he wants you
I
to
love
sing
it. I
it.
love that
am
he
not
made you say
saying
that.
No, no,
I think
no,
he
no.
wants you to sing it.
I'm not saying it, but
I
anyways,
love it.
thank you for the super chat, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, man.
Or rap it, maybe.
And
Jeez.
Sith Lordly, for when you watch this, we're gonna need a clip of Newbie saying that.
Oh fuck yeah. But yeah, this was just terrible news, man. You know, it fucking sucks. But there's video footage of Black Panther's director Ryan Coogler, I think his name is. He's at the ATM. He is taking money out of his account and he gets arrested. It's just shitty, but I mean, I guess it goes to further everyone's point of like what's going on with the world. It's a messed up place. But yeah, I mean this is shitty situation. Not so much comic news, but it's still it's comic related and it's just news in general. But yeah, shitty situation here.
I'm gonna concur with exactly what you said. It's sad, really.
I'll say this. It depends on the situation. I don't know what the situation was, but like, obviously if he's there at the ATM and like he's having a rough day and it's, giving him some kind of grief or whatever, and he's like banging on it or some shit, then I guess, okay, maybe it would make some sense why the teller calls police. But here's the thing. There's cameras on those ATMs and everything. So, they're going to know what he was doing. If he's just standing there getting fucking money out, then yeah, that shit is dicey as hell.
Yeah.
Ozzy, what's wrong with you asking Newbie to rap? It's a work night and we don't need to wake up. What's going on, hype man? How you doing, brother?
Just trying to make content for clips. Like,
Right. You need this thing.
Listen, I think we did.
Remember when you did this, bro?
Listen, I did Black Atom, so I think I think that's
we got a new Newbieverse character tonight.
Just Cruise. Won't lie, it was funny if you read the story behind it. I didn't read the whole story. I just, obviously CNN.
Wait, he wrote a note to the bank teller?
What?
Oh, I don't.
Why?
I didn't know that.
You do that.
I didn't know that. So
that's interesting.
I don't know the backstory at all.
Yeah.
So.
She and I'm guessing she probably didn't read whatever was on the note.
All right, well, let's shift gears, and we are going into a mind-boggling new Doctor Strange 2 promo, Empire Magazine. So right there, and like the poster that came out for this, I think it was like 2-3 weeks ago. We are going through this with a fine comb and a magnifying glass and finding a whole whack of shit. But now people are saying that there's another, like right around here, and I'll highlight it. Can you guys see where my mouse is? Yes. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, nobody said anything, so I got worried there. Right around there, they're saying that there is a Deadpool. You can kind of see maybe the eye or something. So people are again, relating to Deadpool and things like that. But I mean, there's so many other characters in this hidden stuff. Are we just reading too much into it? Is this kind of maybe ruining things for comic people, or like, what's your thoughts? Because obviously everybody, anytime anything's going to come out now, is just going to be watching this stuff like crazy. Do you care? Do you think it's Deadpool? What are your thoughts, gentlemen?
I think if Deadpool makes any kind of appearance, I think it's going to be like a parody, maybe like a really kind of like maybe in that animated part where he's just going to be like, floating through, giving a peace sign kind of thing. I don't think it's going to be anything serious at all. Like, I don't know, like something happens in the background. I think they're just making fun with us, to be honest with you. Like when they make stuff like this.
Yeah, I'm pretty much with Ozzy on this. I think it'll be, if we see Deadpool in Doctor Strange 2, it'll be like a quick cameo. We'll get like a glimpse of them in some kind of, sequence where they're moving through dimensions or something like that, which is fine because that would make sense for how he should appear in a movie like this. He doesn't really so much necessarily have a place in the story itself, but showing him like that would be a cool little Easter egg, especially knowing that, didn't they just hire a director or whatever?
Don't get too ahead of yourself.
Well, okay, my bad.
Don't get ahead of yourself here. I think the
so,
biggest
I
thing
mean,
with Deadpool is the fact that, you know, again, if you go back to the last Deadpool movie, what happens in that movie? If you look at the end credits, you have all of those X-Men on there. All the X-Men that showed up in that movie are in the end credits. The X-Men where Deadpool's like, "Hey, where is everybody?" And then those X-Men kind of, shut the
Close the
doors.
door. Yeah.
All those are in the credits. So it's not to say that Deadpool can't be in this movie, but as soon as people say, "Oh, Deadpool's in it," they expect Deadpool to be in the movie for like 3/4 of it. It doesn't necessarily have to work that way. And I think that's something that's maybe hidden with a lot of things, like especially this Doctor Strange movie. A lot of people are saying, "No, this character can't show up in this and this and this." How do you know? It could just be a 2-second thing. They go into a new universe, they see him, and then they close it. Boom. Right? So I'm just saying, don't make it too big, too quiet, too small. Now, Face, to your point, Deadpool 3 development picks up as Marvel names the sequel's director. So it's the same guy that did Free Guy, and if you have Netflix, which I think everybody does, the Atom Project, which just came out on Netflix, I think last Thursday. I got to see it. Mark Ruffalo's in there as well, so a lot of people are like, "Well, wait a minute." But yeah, those two movies were done by the same guy, and now he's going to be directing Deadpool 3. I think it's interesting. Face, I'll go to you first because you were just about to talk about it, but what are your thoughts here?
Well, getting him to direct is, I mean, obviously it's going to work out because, Free Guy and from what I understand, the Atom Project are pretty decent. I actually haven't seen either one of them yet, so I'm going to have to check those out. And I guess he has a good working relationship.
Wait, you've never seen Free Guy?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Wow, that's actually a really good movie. I didn't mind it.
Okay, well then I'll have to check it out. But
it's not Oscar worthy or anything, but I mean, it's your typical Ryan Reynolds movie. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, and that's the thing. This is what I was just about to say. So Ryan Reynolds is at least at this point in his career, he's one of those guys. He's not really an actor anymore. He kind of goes into a movie and just plays himself at this point. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like these characters are Ryan Reynolds for the most part. And so this director is essentially going to get paid for doing nothing. He's just going to let Ryan Reynolds go into the Deadpool movie and be himself and get another paycheck. So, hey, it's going to work.
Ozzy, what are your thoughts on Deadpool 3? It seems like the last time we got any Deadpool 3 news was last April/May. So a year out, we now get more news. What are your thoughts?
I'm looking forward to it. I just think in this situation that they get like Ryan Reynolds, he's becoming more of a businessman as well. So he's taking on producer roles. So if he's working well with a director, then it makes sense for them to do it. But I agree with Face. Like, I mean, if you see Ryan Reynolds like off, like if he's just in an interview, or whatever, like he's hilarious. So
yeah,
he's perfect for the role. So I want to see a Wolverine sort of thing happening because those two guys together would be hilarious. Like they're dynamic off screen, which just translate awesome on screen. So
now I gotta be I like Ryan Reynolds. I do. I like a lot of his movies. And I like how he is, or at least what we see of him. But like the fact that he is literally the same personality and acting in the same way in every movie, is that going to get boring? Like, because now I feel like you can't see this guy in like a thriller, or you can't see this guy in like a dramatic, movie. It's always going to be that like light.
Robert De Niro's the same way, or Al Pacino. They're kind of the same. Like
no, Robert.
In most of them, like he carries.
He just did that movie with Zac Efron and Aubrey Plaza, Dirty Grandpa. That's not Robert De Niro.
Just is relative, I guess. Pretty sure that was several years ago at this point, but
just saying, right? Like I don't know. I just feel like Ryan Reynolds is got the Adam Sandler effect, where they're literally playing like the same role. Not to say it's a bad thing. I find Ryan Reynolds to be hilarious. It's just like, with all these movies, it's almost the same character, right?
Yeah.
So, Okay.
I mean, we'll see.
I'm looking forward to it.
I think he'll be all right playing Deadpool.
Yeah. Oh, Deadpool. Yeah, 100%. That made him basically like be able to do what he did.
Right.
So,
Thank God he got off of Green Lantern.
Oh, geez. Yeah. Can you imagine? Ugh. Pacino is a mad Italian and everything. Yeah. The Proposal. That's a little older. That's before.
There's a little bit to that. They kind of like they carry a little bit of the same tone. So
well, Ryan Reynolds too. Isn't he in that movie with the what's the guy that
Blade? Same thing in Blade. He was the same kind of character.
Yes.
Right? Like,
yeah. But okay, there's a movie where the guy who plays the Mandarin in Iron Man 3. What's the guy's name? Ben Kingsley.
Ben
Kingsley. There's a movie with him and Ryan Reynolds where Kingsley's character is an old billionaire and he basically wants to get younger, so they like put his brain in Ryan Reynolds' body or something like that. It's better if you actually read what the movie's about than me telling you. But that's like a very serious one. It's not like more jokingly or anything, but that was before Deadpool 2, right? So Van Wilder,
like you mean
Waiting. Yeah. Waiting was another one that Ryan Reynolds, right? Way before what's it called? Deadpool, like way. This is like early, and he was fine. Canadians love Ryan Reynolds. Yeah,
of course.
It's true. Iron Man 3, why are you bringing up that shitty movie? That's not shitty. It's not shitty. Ryan was really good in the thriller Burned. It's over a decade old, but it's worth. Yeah, I don't know if that's the one I'm thinking about. All right. Well, hey, listen, let's stick with Deadpool for a minute. Let's stick there. Deadpool, not really. He's not one of my favorite characters. He's, I like the character. It's just I don't know too much about the character outside of like, the Main Street stuff, right? But I thought it was interesting, and hear me out on this, because the spec is actually going to be Deadpool related. And it's going to be 2 books that I think are still, affordable. But when I start thinking about like, what can they do with Deadpool? And let's look at where they've already gone with Deadpool. I kind of start thinking, okay, maybe they could go where these 2 spec picks are going to be, right? And again, spec is what if, who knows, whatever, maybe, right? But I started thinking and I started reading on the 2 characters and I'm like, all right, I mean, they could make a movie about this. It doesn't have to go over the top, especially if Deadpool is going to be, kind of crossing over to like X-Men or doing, X-Force or this or that. I just started thinking, what's the easiest route to do something? Because let's face it, they could put any villain and everyone's going to go see it. Deadpool's going to be a success. That's just the way it's going to go. So without further ado, and this is more of a, usually the spec is something that I'm buying, something that I've got, something that I'm just letting you guys know. This one is kind of like more, it's newbie spec, but it's opinionated, right? Like I want to get everybody's thought process, because I just want to know if maybe I was thinking about it, that epiphany, but I just think that this kind of makes sense. Look at that. We start talking about Italians and boom, Guy Forge is in the house. What's going on, man? How you doing, brother?
What's happening, Guy?
Don't worry about it. The clocks went back, so I totally get it. All right.
Forward.
Let's get into it. Deadpool versus Evil Deadpool 48. First, Allison Kemp. If you know anything about Allison Kemp, you know way too much, because I didn't know about her until like a week ago. But basically, she got blown up because of something that Deadpool did and something like that. She ends up becoming this like the typical evil villain who hires people to go after Deadpool. And then that's when I started thinking, I'm like, they could easily do this, because they could easily start the movie with him blowing up something or her showing up as someone who's already been fucking blown up or something. And I thought, man, that could be it. Also, it's one of those Captain America covers where he's like embarrassed to show his face. So I thought, dude, that's a twofer. That is a 2-for-1. We got an embarrassed Captain America, and we possibly got like a small, cool little spec. Now, guys, I ask you, can you see this happening? And I don't know why, but the more I thought about it, the more I'm like, you know what? I'm going to talk about this book. I really want to get more of a conversation going with it. But like, I really do think that they could probably follow suit with this. The fact that, they do a backstory on this woman that got blown up. She goes and gets these characters. I think it's T-Ray and Slayback to go and kill Deadpool. Like, I could totally see it being like that, because let's face it, it's not like they're going to bring in I mean, I would hope they bring in Wolverine, but I don't think they might bring in Wolverine. They're not going to bring in like a Thanos. They're not going to bring in a big name. I think it's doable, manageable. I think we could see it. What are your thoughts?
I actually don't really know much about this, but yeah, like I don't know. As a villain, yeah, it's kind of cool. I really don't know anything about her. So she dies.
So she gets blown up, and then
Okay.
she's like in a wheelchair, and like I think she only like I don't know. She's basically
She becomes an evil version of Deadpool.
No. She becomes just like a big, like she steals money. So I think she steals about $7 billion and then basically has her own fortress. So she's basically like her own leader and is hiring these people to go after Deadpool because she's basically in a wheelchair because of Deadpool.
Oh, okay. Oh, so she's like this sort of kingpin-y kind of character.
Yeah.
Be like,
yeah,
you guys go get him because I'm.
And again, it could just be a one-off, and
Gotcha.
nobody would give a fuck, right? And that's the that's the part that I was like, I think they could do that. Like, I could totally see them doing that as the movie where you got this. They could make a backstory about it where she got exploded, right? And then they just have these two weird dudes like fucking go after him or whoever it is, not necessarily T-Ray and Slayback. It could be anybody, but her at the helm.
Interesting. Yeah, I'd have to do a little bit more research, but it sounds like a pretty cool idea. How does Cap tie into it?
I don't know. I think he's just on the cover of this. I've got no idea.
It was funny.
The amount of Deadpool books I've read in my life.
He may be giving the finger for sure. Somebody mentioned that. I don't know.
Face, what are your thoughts?
Okay, so I might be a little off on some of this, but I'm gonna try and give you what I know.
Oh man, come on.
So Deadpool is Wade Wilson, right? But apparently, no, there's a thing. He may not actually be Wade Wilson. This other character, T-Ray, claims to have been Wade Wilson or something like that.
Stolen identity.
Yeah, there's some weird shit with that. So I guess that's where the evil Deadpool part of this comes in,
right?
And I mean, I think that's actually pretty interesting storyline that they could tap into. I don't know if they're going to do it for Deadpool 3 or potentially 4 or 5 down the road, maybe. Because I think we will see more Deadpool. But the evil Deadpool there. So there's actually 2 different kind of like evil Deadpools in the Marvel universe. You got the T-Ray, and then obviously Dreadpool. And I think you could see one of them show up eventually for sure.
Yeah, I just think that this could be an easy, and not to say easy in the sense of like they're going to take the easy route, but I do think that this would be like
it would be a good way to introduce T-Ray and everything like that. Bring her in, initially at the beginning. Yeah, I could see it.
So I'm just saying, I just wanted to throw this out there. Now sticking with Deadpool, because Face, I didn't want you to get too ahead here. But the second book is Deadpool 44, first appearance of evil Deadpool, which, like you said, to your point, I mean, they could also do as something because let's face it, I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to connect to what's going on. They could easily do a Deadpool versus evil Deadpool because, again, it's just an easy outlet. And when you look at what big villains Deadpool could have, why would you waste it right now on this movie? Because let's face it, how many movies are you going to go and do with Deadpool in solo title, right? He's eventually going to move on and join either a team or something. So like, why wouldn't you save one of those villains for like a team thing, right? I just don't think that they would bring in this like big, villain for Deadpool and then just kind of, okay, we're done, right? Because I don't see Deadpool getting a 4th movie, a 5th movie, a 6th movie. I just don't, right? Like solo anyway.
I could see it.
Really? No.
Yeah.
I could see it too, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds is willing to stick around and play him. Yeah, they'll keep making money.
But what are your thoughts on this movie? What are your thoughts on this book? I've never seen this book in the wild. But I've also never looked in the Deadpool section. So
I've never seen this. I look at some Deadpool books now and again. I've never seen this at all. Yeah, it sounds like a really cool idea. Like in terms of like whether they do it this round or a subsequent movie but it's pretty cool. I like it. Yeah. I had a different. I've been going down a different road with Deadpool, but this is pretty cool. I like
Let's
it.
hear it.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, with this whole like multiverse stuff happening, I think they might play around with that with Deadpool. So Deadpool 2099 is female. I can't remember her name. She's a female Deadpool.
Oh, yeah.
So I
I
thought
think that's just Lady Deadpool. I think that's what her name is.
Yeah, she has a name, but I remember there's a book like with her on it. But I thought it'd be kind of cool just to bring her in.
This is some point. Book with her on it.
Is that her?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Is that Deadpool 2099? Really?
No. This is
that's Lady Deadpool.
Oh, Lady Deadpool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure Newbie just cost me some money because, my girl sits beside me when I'm doing this show with you guys, and she's a fan of this cover, so I guess.
Oh, cool.
I didn't mean to cost anybody any money, man. I'm just, I just like to educate the community. This.
And
this
she's shaking her head and laughing. So yeah, I'm gonna be buying this soon.
But yeah, dude, I don't think I've ever seen this book anywhere. But again, I don't look in the Deadpool section, so maybe it's in dollar bins, and that's why I don't have any of the information up that I usually do. One, because I wanted to have a conversation, but two, just simply because it could be out there, but I don't know.
Well, so as far as let me jump on Ozzy's spec real quick. I like Lady Deadpool too, man. That would be interesting. The only thing with Lady Deadpool is, man, if they don't cast Aubrey Plaza as Lady Deadpool and dye her blonde, that character's fucking dead to me.
Her name is Warda Wilson. I just looked it up.
Yeah, she would be perfect for that role too. So
yeah,
I hope they bring her in, and I hope they do cast her. So as far as Evil Deadpool and this issue, if they bring Evil Deadpool into the MCU in a Deadpool movie, you're gonna literally have Ryan Reynolds talking shit to himself the whole movie. So yeah, people would, I think, be pretty entertained by that.
I think it's a great idea. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. It's a good storyline. They should do it.
It's pretty good. If anybody sees this, just let me know where. If you find it in the dollar bin,
keep an eye out for sure.
Let me know for sure. But yeah, it's just a matter of time before the Deadpool stuff starts heating up, right? That's just the way it goes. I would also, to Face's point, I would love to see Aubrey Plaza. Like,
yeah,
I think she's so hot. My wife thinks it's weird because
she's a great actress too. They play it like well off each other. So yeah,
she would kill it.
She would, right?
I had a crush on her for a while. My wife thinks I'm like weird. She's like, what? She's weird because like she's watched like Parks and Rec, right? She didn't see her in like that movie with Zac Efron and that other guy from Workaholics or whatever. Like she plays a very sarcastic doll, same with like Dirty Grandpa. Like she plays that part where that is who Lady Deadpool could play. So I think it'd be kind of cool for sure. So we'll see. Let's see here. Casting director Face. Perfect choice. Yeah, absolutely. All right, gentlemen, before we finish off with the show, I just want to give the platform to you guys. I want to thank you guys for hopping on chat. Thank you so much for tuning in. Ozzy, man, let the people know where they can find you on YouTube and what you got coming up, brother. You got a lot going on with the commission, with you and Drax, so let the people know.
Yeah, so YouTube, Comic Ozzy, Instagram. Yeah, we've got a few things on the go. Weekly show with Dracula, Comic Picks in the 416, and we are doing a monthly show with the guys at Comic Kingpin's Commission. Just some monthly pickups. Continuing my inside the YouTube studio stuff. Got a few people lined up, so that's
who's your next guy? Or lady.
I'm not gonna say right. I haven't solidified it yet, but there's a couple. But every 2 weeks I'll drop that, and then I'm gonna be doing. I decided to do some quick little videos of some hauls from the collection that I've got. So I'll do like a quick little some books that I'm finding. So yeah. That's
Nice,
what
man.
coming up. Yeah.
And of course, co-hosting on
Yep.
Sundays here. So
Having a blast here.
Yeah, man. Face 20% of the comic kingpins. You got to speak for all of you guys. What's going on? Let the people know where they can find you, sir.
Yeah. So obviously tomorrow night you can find us at 7:00 Eastern over on the Comic Kingpins channel on YouTube for Previously On. We're gonna have a great guest tomorrow night. We got Swaggle House joining us.
Yeah, that's gonna be good.
Let's see what else. Tuesday, find me back here on the Newbieverse. And see, we just actually changed.
I was gonna say you can't forget that, man. You can't forget.
Yeah, we changed the date that we're dropping our FOC video. Actually, what we found was that for some reason, whenever we initially drop it, it's not showing up for like 24 hours afterwards on the list or whatever. Like it's kind of weird. So since we actually recorded it the day before, we've been dropping it, and obviously we don't really do any video editing to it or anything. We just figured why not drop it earlier. And
yeah,
we're gonna be dropping it at Fridays at I think 5 p.m. is when he has it scheduled to drop from now on Eastern again.
Yeah,
so.
I think that's what the post said. Yeah.
Yeah, so it should give plenty of time to get your FOC orders in.
Well, I thank you guys for hopping on. Now,
Of course.
Tuesday, because you guys mentioned Tuesday, I have to give you guys an alert. One of the biggest names in Comic Spec, I believe, a good dude, a friend. I always tell this story. We were making a video, spec related, and we met up at 9:00, and we didn't start talking comics until like 11:30 that night. And I remember him like looking at the clock and be like, "Oh shit, dude, we got to move, man. It's like 11:00." So it just goes to show you, we had a lot of fun. He is, I consider a friend. I got to go to the U.S. and basically, meet him and go hang with him. But we're finally gonna have Mr. Keep It Thorough back in the house, back in the Newbieverse, man.
Nice.
I'm pumped, dude.
Yep.
One of my favorite YouTubers, one of my favorite people in comics. I love his just his persona, his personality, him as a person. So Mr. Keep It Thorough is going to be in the house Tuesday, and we are talking 10 books, and we got undervalued issue number ones. And I know what you're thinking, dude, come on. But you know what? There's a lot of number one issues that a lot of people sleep on or they don't think twice, and you should be. So that's going to be the subject for Tuesday with Mr. Comic Thorough, with Mr. Keep It Thorough. So he's going to be in the house. So that's going to take place this Tuesday, 9:35 p.m. Eastern time. And then we are going to get ready. Ozzy, we're going to need to sleep, and we're going to need to save some energy for this weekend.
Yep, exactly.
Because we got 2 busy weekends. So that is it's going to be interesting to see, man.
For sure. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, dude. So it's going to be a good time. So any last words from you, gentlemen?
No, good. Thank you for having me. Chat. Awesome to see everybody. Thank you, everybody, for showing up.
Sounds good. Face, anything last words?
You know what my last word is? Peace.
All right, guys, that's the show. Thank you so much for hanging out, and we will see you guys Tuesday, 9:35 p.m. Eastern. Don't forget, Comic Kingpins, 7 p.m. tomorrow.
Later, guys.
Later.